and start installing the very basics of our offense and our defense and our special team stuff. I know we've got a long way to go, obviously, but in terms of the attention to detail right now and the effort, all of that is good, but it's always good on day one, and we've just got to continue to stay with it and continue to get better with it each day.
Ryan, how much work were you able to do with the receivers before this all started?
Not a ton. I mean, we're gonna have plenty of time here in the off season to get that going, and for me, one of the things I think that I do best is getting on the same page with them, and a lot of it's through hard work, whether it's the OTAs, whether it's after that, or the mini camps and training camp. But getting on the same page is important, and I've worked with a lot of different guys, and so sometimes for me I'll put them in certain boxes, and sometimes I'll run into guys I haven't seen them anything like it, so we'll see how it goes. But so far, just in terms of the willingness to work in that group, and again, just the excitement and enthusiasm, I'm very excited about it as well.
Ryan, having the advantage of working in a lot of different locker rooms, is there something you said, knowing that your coaches come from a winning culture, and can bring it to a new team?
Well, I think every situation is different, and we are going into this year with a fresh start and a fresh approach. A lot of new faces, whether it's coaches or players or people around the building. But I think, the one thing that we're all going to be on the same page with, and the one thing that we stress and preach every day, is we're here to win. And everybody in this building, whatever it takes to get this team to win, that's what you have to be willing to do. And so, we're making sure that everybody's on the same page with that, and winning is the most important thing.
The coach-QB relationship is always so important on any football team. I know both you and Brian are new here, but do you guys kind of, get together and maybe, that's some common ground you meet on and able to discuss?
Yeah, I mean, it's so early in the process again, but when I signed here, we had a couple of very nice conversations. But again, it's off season. It's I'm out here just trying to learn how to call play in the huddle, and trying to get guys lined up, and like I said, walking before we can run. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now on both sides of the ball, where we're really focused and trying to learn how to do our jobs the best way we can.
It seems like a little bit of a challenge, the numbers of guys out there. I think there's only like 3 running backs. There's not a lot of receivers. You ever been a part of a thing in the offseason where the numbers are so down?
I think as long as we have 11 guys in the huddle, then and we don't line up with 10 or 12, then I've done my job, and we go from there.
Right, you've had some stretches in your career where it seems like you can't do anything wrong. You get so hot.
I appreciate you putting it that way.
What is that like, and how do you handle the flip side when things are going wrong?
Well, I love a lot of things about football. One of the things I love most is the adversity, and not having things not necessarily go your way, but leaning on your teammates, and making sure that you're the same guy in the building every day, same guy in the huddle on every play, and going from there. And that's something I pride myself on. But last year, especially at the beginning of last year, it was nice, for me to go out there and have some of that success, but that was last year. So I'm going to do my best to, I think in the last 4 or 5 years I've really gotten better every year, and I think, as funny as it sounds, I think my best football is still ahead of me, and that's why I'm still playing. And I love being out there. I love being in the huddle with the guys, and hopefully, they'll get a chance to feel that and see that with me, and they'll think the same way.
I don't think you care about the Twitter trolls and whatnot, people talking about your weight. How do you feel about your weight? How do you feel right now on the field?
Well, I would say I'm in peak off-season form. I think 2 weeks ago I was in peak off-season form. The thing with me is, I have 7 kids. So in January we have 3 birthdays. So we've got, a family birthday party, which includes cake, and then we've got a friend's birthday party, which includes cake. So that's 6 times in January. We've got 3 birthdays in March 1st, March 6th, and March 11th, which again, that's a tough stretch. That's cake 6 out of, 10 or 11 days. And so then we've got an April birthday, so it doesn't slow down. But now that the birthdays are behind me, and I think I'm going to try to go from peak off-season form maybe down to peak in-season form, I'll be okay.
Should be a cakewalk. sounds like.
Wow, nice, nice.
Oh, all right.
We've got our headline, yeah.
Yes.
Ryan, we talked to Chris out in the owners' meetings. He was pretty forthcoming. He said that this isn't a long-term deal here. Is that a conversation you had, that that this is a shorter-term deal?
Well, I've been at this thing for going on 15 years, so I know the way the league works, and I know for me, I put my focus and energy on doing the best that I can and being the best player I can be, and things have tended to work out if I've done that, and so that's what I do. I just put my energy in getting myself better and get my teammates better, and that's all I focus on.
Well, Brady says he wants to play till 45. Is there a number you have in mind?
No, I don't have a number. I just I still really enjoy playing, so it was an easy decision for me.
Have you had a conversation with Minka about Fitzmagic? Are you guys going to double up on that this year? Or?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay, wasn't sure.
No, he. You know what? It was one of the first things. We kind of smiled at each other when we met, and I mean, it was a cheesy line, but I'll say it again. I think there's enough magic to go around, especially being on different sides of the ball.
Ryan, you spoke about the new faces, the new step this franchise is kind of taking. You're joining. Where do you believe you fit in all of this?
I mean, my whole career, and I think for everybody, not just here but around the league, you can't take anything for granted. You just have to go out and work as hard as you can, and that's what I'm here to do. Put my head down, ignore any and everything that goes on outside of this building, and see if I can be the best player I can be, and bring guys up and make the guys around me better.
You've been in a couple of quote-unquote rebuilding teams. What do you see as like the key of being a part of those teams?
Well, I think, today getting out here on the field and installing a new offense, a new language, communication is going to be huge for us. Being able to make sure that we're all on the same page, we're not afraid to ask questions, but at the same time knowing that we're holding each other accountable. And a mistake here or there is okay, but when the same one happens over and over again, that's not good. There's something wrong. We've got to find a different way to study and do it. So being accountable, not just with yourself but with others as well, and just making sure that everybody's also working on their dependability and taking this thing serious.
Last question, guys. All right, no takers. Do you watch the draft?
Less and less every year. I think it drags on a lot, so I get it. My kids are in it and interested in it, but if my kids didn't want it on, it probably wouldn't be on.
Have they moved down here yet?
No.